Come in. Oh, hey, Alex. Welcome back.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you? Yeah. What's that?
You gotten that wet bar yet?
No. I don't think we're gonna have one of those.
Be a good improvement.
All right. So, is there anything you want to talk about before we get started? How's things been going?
I mean, pretty much the same as last time.
Same as last time?
Been living in the basement, kind of just staying separate right now. But, you know, since she doesn't work and I'm the sole provider, can't really afford to have the place separate.
So, let me get this straight. Right now, the living arrangements are that you're living in your home but in the basement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, both of you are living in the same house?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Okay, and so just to go back over some of the things that we talked about last time, you said that your wife is asking you for a divorce, and you stated it as,
Ungrateful, I think is the word I used.
well, yeah, you did call her ungrateful, but you also stated that she handed you papers.
Yes, ma'am.
And we clarified that those papers were divorce papers and such. And you also touched on the fact that you drank daily, and that when I asked you like how frequent you drink and everything, you stated that it's daily, and that you typically pick up a bottle and don't put it back down until it's empty. Is that correct?
I ain't no quitter.
Okay. So then you also expressed to me that you feel that it's okay to put a woman in her place, and that can be in the form of physically, if she's not acting a certain way. Is that correct?
I mean, when she's not doing her wifely duties.
Okay. When she's not doing her wifely. Okay, and so when you say wifely duties, what do you mean by that?
I think I'll spare you the details of what that means.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so, were there any, before we go on, is there any questions that you have for me?
I don't think so.
No questions? Okay,
What
well.
you got for me today?
Alright, so today we are going to talk about an intervention plan for you.
Whoa. Interventions?
Yes.
Didn't I just say I'm not a quitter?
Okay, well, so you're saying that you don't see your drinking as a problem?
I don't think it's a problem. Maybe other people have a problem with it, but that's their problem, not my problem.
Okay, and so I think we also mentioned this like during the last visit. I asked you if there were any way that maybe if you would cut back on your drinking, that if your wife would take you back, would you consider doing that?
I mean, I guess.
Do you guess? Alright, so how do you personally feel about maybe like a group meeting to talk to other people that actually may be going through the same things that you are?
So a bunch of people sitting around in a circle feeling pity for each other?
I mean, if that's the way that you want to look at it.
That doesn't sound good at all.
But if it would help save your marriage, would you be willing?
I mean, I don't see how it would save my marriage, but I would try it if it would save it.
Okay. So right now, I think that just to get on the right step, we can try you with Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. It doesn't have to be a lot at first, but I would like you to go in, maybe just one time, sometime this week, you know, when you have off of work, because I know you're quite busy, and just give it a try. And I would actually like for you to, participate, stand up, share your story, share what's going on with you. And I think you would be real surprised to find out, like, who else is going through similar situations. Does that sound alright?
Try anything once.
Okay. Alright. And that's all I'm asking you to do is just, start with one time, see how you like it, and we can come back, discuss it, share with me, like, your experience, and, if you gained anything from it, if you didn't, if you want to continue with that or not. Okay, and then another thing that I found a little bit concerning was, how you expressed the last time we met about when you drink, sometimes Jack comes out.
Jack, Jim, Jose.
So, I think we stated that those are characteristics of anger. Is that what we?
Most people drink because they're angry.
Okay. And would you say that, like, when you personally drink, that you tend to maybe get angry?
I'm pretty much always angry. So I was when you work in the kitchen, so maybe I get more angry.
Okay. Okay. So, just to, discuss some of those anger problems, maybe, go to a program for
There's
that.
A lot of programs.
Yeah, well, it'll get you where you want to be, which your ultimate goal, you stated, is to regain a working relationship with your wife. Is that correct?
Based on a working relationship, let's say we have one of those, she hates me, so that sounds like a working relationship to me.
But you said that you would like to save your marriage, right?
Yes.
So you want to save your marriage. Okay, and before we go on, when you say save your marriage, what are some actions that you think that it would take to get to that point?
Her realizing she's wrong.
Okay. Her realizing that she's wrong. Okay. So, do you believe that you've played a part in the marriage getting to the point that it's at now?
I've just been me. She's the one who must have changed.
Okay. So you can't think of anything. Maybe your anger has played some kind of part in it.
I don't think I've changed throughout the years. She knew who I was when we got married.
Okay. Okay. Alright. So, would you say that you drink more frequently since you guys have been married over the years, or stayed the same?
Guess I drink more.
Drink more?
I can afford to drink more now, so that's probably why I drink more.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. So, with that being said, I do want you to, attend that Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Okay. And this timeout program, have you ever heard of it before?
Is that like kindergarten?
No, it's not like kindergarten. What the timeout program is, it's pretty much a program that's going to help you control your anger and express your emotions in a positive way.
Well, I'm positive that I'm angry.
Okay. Well, this program's just going to help you, find ways to, turn your anger into positive emotions, or teach you ways to pretty much just control your anger.
Like counting down from 10.
That'll be in there. That'll be some things that's in there. Is that
I normally get to about 7.
You get to about 7? So you have tried that technique before?
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work for you? Okay. Well, some things don't work for everybody. So there will be techniques that they teach you in this class that you'll find that, you may think are a total waste of time. But then you've also got to keep in mind that this is a 26-week program. I know that's a little long.
That's half a year.
It is a long time.
I'm trying to save my marriage now.
I know, but it's a progress. And like I said before, I think you are most certainly taking the right steps by coming here and saying that you want to work on your marriage. And I think by us taking tinier steps to achieve that big goal, it will lead you in the right direction. And you'll have a successful marriage, and hopefully everything will go smoothly after this. But like I said, you may get in there and find that most of these techniques don't work for you, but you've got to keep in mind that there may be that one thing that just stands out to you, and that's what helps you. So is there any further concerns where that?
Give it a shot, I guess.
Give it a shot. Alright. That's all I'm asking you to do. Tiny steps. Okay, so right now I have this intervention plan set out for you. And what it says is that right now your primary goals are going to be to safely cut back on alcohol intake, and you're going to stabilize physically and establish a recovery program.
Like rehab? I don't have time for that.
Okay, well, just tiny steps. And I said that you will also enroll in the timeout program. And that's actually offered by us here at Family Services. And that'll help you work on positive ways to express your emotions and work towards controlling your violent outbursts. And then I said that you also want to work towards reestablishing a positive, non-abusive relationship with your wife. Okay? Does that sound good to you?
Worth it. Give it a try.
Worth it? Alright. So if you want to take a look over this, and there's everything, and just read over it, take your time, and then just sign it when you're ready. And if you have any further questions, just let me know. Alright, so was there any questions?
I think I'm good.
Think you're good?
When do we start? When do I have to start going?
Okay, so for the Alcoholics Anonymous program, there is one, there is a meeting in Winston-Salem. It's in downtown, and I believe that it is this Thursday night. And I can actually send you an email with that information if you would like, of where the location is and the time and all of that good stuff. And I would actually like you to enroll in the timeout program as soon as possible. I know that there is a new class coming up soon. So Shannon at the front desk can provide you with the form that you need to fill out, and then you can just bring that form back to me when you've completed it, and we can go ahead and get you set up in that program. Sound good?
I guess.
Alright, and is there any further questions for me at this time?
I think I'm good.
You're good? Alright. Okay. So if there are no questions, I believe that we are done for today.
I guess same time next week.
Same time next week. Same day?
I guess.
Alright, well, I will see you next Tuesday at 3:30.
Sounds good.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.